Hey guys, so we're back with another video. I am your host, Sleepy Celestial. Now let's get right into this. Today it is Olympic Day. Today starts the opening ceremony of the 33rd Olympiad, and here is what to know about the 33rd Olympiad. So Paris is now hosting its second or third time of the Olympics. This is a big monumental moment because the last time they hosted the games, that was back in 1924. Now it's back 100 years later, celebrating its 100 year of Olympics as well as its 100 year of centennial. So Paris is not known to be not having fashionable, icons of its landmark, such as the Versailles, the Riviera les Seine, the Palais de Versailles. So there's so many wonderful places that is in Paris. There's such an amazing history that is there. Also the flag, what it stands for, as well as its iconic icon look, such as the flame icon. There's a lot that went into making this Olympics happen. For one, if you look closely at the logo of the Paris 2024, you will see that it also represents the iconic fashion of women and the Baroque art. There's so many different styles that French style, like the Rococo style. There's a lot of different like French quarters and the beautiful gardens. So the different sports that will be aligned. I think there's 39 sports that will be at the Paris Olympics. I know that the games has already kicked off, so we're gonna be giving a lot of the highlights of day one. Like I said, we also look at the mascots of the 2024 Olympics. It reminds me of the beret, the French beret. It's so cool. I like that they're really centered around the style of the Olympics and what it stands for, not only for the fashionable look of the icon, but at the same time the meaning behind everything that they have designed. It centers around Paris history, as well as the Lady of Paris, which is the lady that holds the torchbearer of the flag. Also, if we look closely at the most important thing, the Paris Olympic torch is very significant due to the fact that if you look closely at the torch, it reminds you of the Eiffel Tower. And French way calls it to Eiffel. So it's so many iconic parts of the Eiffel Tower. Now, funny thing about the Eiffel Tower is that it not only sits on the Bank River across from the La Seine River of France, but when you look at the torch that is carried out, it reminds you of the river, the rippling effect of the river, and then the Paris tower, the Eiffel Tower, standing in the middle of that. I think that was very cool. It also looked like a canoe also that is rippling in water. So there's so many iconic things about it. Now let's get right into the medals. Now, making the design of the Olympic medals to match with not only the torch, I think they came to play when it came to designing the medals for these games. Now, each of the medals were crafted the way that it represents not only Paris, but Nike, which is the god of victory. And the way that they design it reflects on the geometric icon of Paris, the city, which is a hexagon. Now that is so cool to think about, because looking at the grave of the Paris Olympics, we see that it represents the brightness of the city of lights. It looks like lights sparkling, but at the same time it has the hexagon shape, which is also a very prominent shape of Paris, because it has the 8 quarters, the 8 sides of the main part of the city, right? I think that's pretty cool the way they set it up to design it. And I think the medals are very beautiful and appealing because it has a piece of the original Eiffel Tower inside of it, in the middle of it. So that is so many good things that I have learned when they were creating the medals, and I think that that's super cool to think about, because taking a step back and seeing what they plan on doing, especially when you're creating something so monumental like this, you would never expect yourself to be rooting for Paris the way we are now, especially the identity of Paris, the way they design it, and the way they actually embedded that into the medals. I think that is so beautiful. And some of them behind it, it has the actual underneath of the Paris Eiffel Tower for the Paralympics as well as the Olympics itself. I think that's very, very cool, and I think it was kind of challenging to make that happen. But I'm here to say Paris did its thing, and I think that you guys gonna see more of Paris, what it has to offer as we embark on what the highlights of the opening ceremony, how it's going to be. So here's a quick look of the medals again. Like I said, I love what they managed to do. They actually keep a piece of the Eiffel Tower, so it's going to be even more valuable when you think about the medals and how it's going to be distributed and who's going to be obtaining a piece of history with them, right? I think that's super cool, and that, you know, Paris is ready to do something spectacular. So guys, I encourage you, like and subscribe to the channel as we are embarking on some uncharted territories, because the Paris 2024 is officially on the go. And like I said, au vent de Paris, and bonjour and bonsoir l'après-midi or midi or minuit around the world. So there's so much that I have to say. So around the world, wherever you are, Paris, France, wherever, it sounds the same. Let the games begin for the 33rd Olympiad. The rings are blinking, and as we reach out to our final conclusion, Paris is here to host a spectacular games like no other, and I can't wait to see what is going to be in store for you guys. So I am anticipating everything that's going to be happening right now. And also, I will be making my predictions of who's going to make the podiums, like I mentioned before. So guys, let the games begin. Later, guys.